You're the fattest thing I've ever seen, and I've been on safari.
If you need me, I'll be in the refrigerator.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Are you a fan of The Simpsons? Well, even if you're not, you still must be aware of the fact that this show is not just about entertainment.
Hey guys, before we get into the video, make sure to enter our giveaway to win any of these prizes. All you gotta do is subscribe to the channel, comment the keyword, like the video, turn on post notifications, and most importantly, watch the whole video.
What I'm trying to say here is that over the years, the show has received massive attention, not only for being a really cool cartoon series, but also for being the most freakishly amazing fortune tellers.
Do you want to win a brand new iPhone or a brand new MacBook Pro? Maybe you'd prefer a $500 Amazon gift card. Well, comment the hidden message in this video for a chance to enter to win.
They've been spot on with their future predictions to the point that a lot of people have started speculating whether the creatives are time travelers or have they mastered the art of some sort of witchcraft. Whatever the case, they surely have left us stunned. This is exactly what this video is all about. So gather around as we look at 15 more times The Simpsons predicted the future. But before we start, let me make a small prediction. You will now subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on anything. Number 15, Donald Trump's presidency. Let's kick things off with one of the most unanticipated predictions of the show. Season 11, episode 16. People literally took this as one of the best jokes the show ever made, mentioning Donald Trump as president of the United States of America. Oh yes, guys, back in the year 2000, we all laughed at the thought of Donald Trump becoming president of this great country, but was Trump laughing along with us? Or did the episode actually instigate fire in the billionaire to compete for the presidency?
As you know, we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump. How bad is it, Secretary Van Houten?
Fast forward to 2016 and the joke's on us. What none could think of happening 16 years ago, The Simpsons said it loud and clear. Later, when the creators were interviewed, they said this was more like a warning to people of America, considering the country was becoming more insane with time. Number 14, faulty voting machine. Since we talk politics, let's discuss another prediction made by the show which was related to the country's future politics. Season 20, episode 4, titled A Treehouse of Horror. The episode pretty much revolved around federal elections. Homer, being a responsible citizen, goes out to vote for the best candidate. He voted for Obama on the voting machine, but the machine kept changing his vote to John McCain. This went on and on and on until he got dragged into it. No, guys. The Simpsons did not predict someone getting dragged inside a voting machine. But anyhow, though, in Obama's second run for the presidency, a voting machine in Pennsylvania had to be removed because it kept switching votes for Obama. Number 13, Lady Gaga's halftime show. This weirdly insane prediction was made in 2012, and just 5 years later, it actually happened. In the episode 22, named Lisa Goes Gaga of season 23, Lady Gaga's doppelganger gave a thrilling performance for the residents of Springfield. The highlight of it was her silver attire and the fact that she performed the entire routine while being suspended in the air. Now, at the time, it wasn't that big of a deal, and most people just enjoyed the episode. However, the craziest thing happened in 2017 when people went gaga over Lady Gaga's performance in the Super Bowl 51 halftime show. Guess what? That's not just it, people. Her silver ensemble and pants of the routine were way too similar to what The Simpsons featured in the episode. Man, how did they even do that? Number 12, futuristic technology. Being able to talk face-to-face with someone miles away was just a dream back in the 90s, a dream for developers and visionists. For most common people, well, they never even imagined something this convenient and futuristic. The good news is the creators of The Simpsons are not like most common people. They are well ahead of their time, and that's why they made the prediction of something like FaceTime or video conferencing in an episode that aired back in 1995, in which Lisa pays a visit to a fortune teller.
Oh, don't worry, honey. I guarantee your father will behave.
Mom, it's a picture phone.
Oh, this? Oh, no, I just got a touch of the rheumatiz.
Oh. Mom, picture.
She was transported 15 years into the future where she chats with Marge using her phone's video chat feature. Not only did they predict the tech, but also the year, because the first video chat feature came in 2010. Number 12, the smartwatch. Speaking of technology, here's another prediction made by The Simpsons that actually came true. In the very same episode, Lisa's fiance uses a highly advanced watch to make a phone call. Remember, guys, we're still in 1995, almost 2 decades after voice recognition-enabled watches became a thing and are widely used by many people in their everyday lives today. Well, I didn't think Google, Apple, or Samsung would even have survived if it wasn't for these guys.
Oh, don't worry, honey. I guarantee your father will behave.
Mom, it's a picture phone.
This? Oh, no, I've just got a touch of the rheumatiz.
Oh. Mom, picture.
Number 11. Sheen understands a baby. Now they say a baby is really difficult to understand, that they communicate with na 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 and ma 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 or other kinds of weird baby language. The Simpsons, in an episode, featured a device which can translate baby language into normal human language, like English in the US.
Lavish attention on me and entertain me.
Maggie, you talked!
Now at that time, this milestone seemed impossible to achieve. Years later, Taiwan developers came up with an application which they claim can actually understand what a baby is trying to say through the frequencies, pitches, amplitude, and other physics-related stuff which, quite frankly, I don't understand. The app can translate baby language into any human understandable language. That's pretty sick. Number 10. GoPro. This isn't the end for tech predictions, folks. Here's another one made in 1994. In episode 13 of season 5, Homer took part in a criminal investigation of expired meat on sale at the Quickie Mart. For the investigation, he was provided with a tiny camera that was nicely camouflaged inside a novelty hat. Now, this is only possible with a GoPro, a hands-free camera which came into existence 20 years later. Talk about hitting the bullseye. Number 9. The three-eyed fish. Okay, enough with the tech because the show literally covers everything. The Simpsons have never been behind in any kind of category. This prediction is one of a kind because here they predicted an uncanny discovery years before it happened. This was aired in 1990 when Bart and Lisa went fishing near a power plant and caught a fish. But this wasn't some normal fish. What made it unique is that it had 3 eyes. A mutation that was caused by the power plant wastes dumped directly into the river.
All right, we eat tonight.
Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3.
A similar incident took place in Argentina several years later where a fisherman caught a 3-eyed wolffish, but guess what? The location where they caught the fish was near a nuclear power plant. This fish incident reminds me just how fishy it is that they're always spot on with their predictions. Number 8. The Shard. Did I mention the episode in which Lisa stumbles upon a fortune teller who showed her how life would be in 2010? Well, the episode was packed with predictions. In the future, Lisa dates a guy named Hugh Parkfield who takes her to London to meet his parents. The prediction made is for the ones who are keen observers. Here, look closely at the London skyline. There's a tall building in the back. Now people claim that this building is the Shard. You might disagree with it, but check the location. This is exactly where the Shard is built. The episode aired in 1995, while the building got completed in 2013.
I'll get the dictionary.
Why?
You'll see when you get there. The word's stochastic.
Pertaining to a process involving a randomly determined sequence of observations.
Crazy, right? Number 7. Kicked out for following the rules. When you enter an all-you-can-eat buffet, you know the drill, right? Pay and eat until your stomach can't take it anymore. After all, it's all you can eat. Well, the creatives of The Simpsons agree to disagree, which is why in an episode they showed Homer was kicked out of a restaurant for eating too much. Homer later speaks to Marge and tells her that it's his quest to sue that place.
Oh, please don't. For me.
Sorry, Marge. This is my quest.
Fast forward to 2017, a man in Massachusetts got kicked out of an all-you-can-eat restaurant. Why? You guessed it right. The man later sues the place for $2 million. Whoa, such a sad thing though, getting humiliated for following the rules. Unlucky lad. Number 6. Flight to Space. In episode 15, titled Deep Space Homer of Season 5, NASA wanted to increase its popularity, so they devised a plan to send an ordinary person to space. Obviously, their best pick was Homer Simpson. In 2013, a British man won a competition sponsored by a deodorant brand. His prize? A free trip to space. Yikes. Number 5. The Poster. Here's another related to Donald Trump. In an episode, Donald Trump can be seen coming down through an escalator. During that, one of the guys in the crowd at the back drops his poster. Decades later, the same exact thing happened. It's unbelievable to see how they even predict the minor things with such perfection. Number 4. The biggest spoiler. Game of Thrones is definitely one of the greatest TV shows ever. People used to lose their tempers when somebody spoiled it for them. Little did everyone know, The Simpsons spoiled an episode from the final season of Game of Thrones. In the Simpsons episode, a dragon burns down the village with its flamethrower. That's literally a spitting image of the episode in Game of Thrones in which Daenerys takes her last remaining dragon and unleashes her wrath on King's Landing. Was the dragon a fan of The Simpsons too? Number 3, Olympic gold. In 2010, Marge and Homer teamed up with the U.S. Olympic curling team and took home the gold with them, exactly like how the U.S. men's team did it in 2018. Oh yes, guys, The Simpsons and their predictions cover sports too. Number 2, FIFA corruption scandal. Here's another sports-related prediction that came true. It wasn't just accurate, but was also perfectly timed. In season 25, episode 16 that aired in 2014, Homer was asked to referee football matches in the World Cup held in Brazil. He was bribed to fix games, but Homer, being a good chap, refused to do so.
The executive vice president, what you Americans call soccer.
Don't!
I see that I myself am about to be arrested for corruption.
In 2015, it was revealed that some bodies were actually involved in bribery, fraud, and money laundering. Number 1, tiger attack. Last on the list, an attack predicted 10 years ago. Siegfried and Roy, a famous magician duo known for performing alongside dangerous animals. Unfortunately, the duo had to retire because a lion bit Roy's neck and dragged him across the stage. He was critically injured, but thankfully did manage to survive. This unfortunate tragedy was predicted a decade ago by The Simpsons during the Las Vegas-inspired episode. Although they didn't explicitly name the duo, the gimmicks pretty much indicated towards them. Okay guys, can't take this anymore. My mind will explode, so this is where we end the video. These were just a few of many similar predictions made by the show. Pretty sure there are tons more lined up waiting for their turn to hit the jackpot. So folks, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye.
I'll get a dictionary.
Why?
You'll see when you get there, the word stochastic.
Pertaining to a process involving a randomly determined sequence of observations. Ha ha ha.